back. My next guest was the lead guitarist for Guns N' Roses and now Velvet Revolver. He's just about to come out with his new book about his life called Slash. Please welcome Slash. So much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You know, first of all, you sat in with our guys once a bunch of years ago. It was one of the coolest nights, we've ever had here. So thank you so much for coming back.
Just to do that.
Yeah, anytime.
Jimmy's awesome.
Yeah, well, he's a good man, but it's always nice to have you sit in. And first of all, so much to talk about. You're one of those iconic figures in music. The look is just so everyone knows it's you, okay? Let me ask you, on your driver's license, are you wearing the top hat in the driver's license?
No, you keep the driver's license as vague as possible.
As vague as possible,
so that
really?
when the cops see it, it's like they have no idea who you are.
So are you Well, then they see the name Slash.
It's not on there.
Oh, it's not on there. Are you know, what's your name there?
It's Saul Hudson. I shouldn't have said that, but I can't.
Right now, all these APBs are going out.
It's worked for me in the past. That's why you never see me in the tabloids getting arrested.
So if you want to go somewhere, the hat comes off. You put on like a propeller beanie.
You say baseball cap backwards and a ponytail.
And suddenly you're a different person altogether.
Not quite, but it helps.
What about last night's Halloween? Do you ever walk around as yourself and pretend to be a guy pretending to be Slash?
That was exactly it last night.
You did that last night?
Yeah, that's what I did last night.
What was that like?
It's fun. It takes the pressure off, I suppose. You know? I mean, you know.
People are like, creep Slash.
I don't like to draw attention to myself, but I think I just look a little bit different, and people have gotten used to that. You know? And so last night it was sort of, because I've been here a few days, and you know, on Halloween it's the one night you can get away and go, hey, I'm just a guy looking like Slash. I'm not him.
Right.
And there's a bunch of other people that seem to be doing it as well.
You see other Slashes sometimes, and they're like, yours is pretty good, but not great.
It's a Halloween novelty, you know.
You know, let's talk about the book. You lived more in like a couple of years than most people on the planet. Intense experiences in this book. And one of the cool things is you say you have no regrets. That's the tone of a lot of the book, is you don't have regrets, except one stood out to me. You wrote a line in the song Paradise City, which you say you now regret. Want to tell us what that was?
Well, when we wrote the song Paradise City, we got to the chorus part and wrote the chorus, and the line goes, take me down to Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. And I was like, take me down to the Paradise City where the girls are fat and they got big titties. Come on.
That's what you wanted? You wanted Axl to sing that at the top of his lungs. Where the girls are fat and they got big titties!
Yeah. It's got a ring to it.
I'm telling you, I could...
I was outvoted 4-1 on that.
Really? Really? If you ever want me to sit in, I can hit those Axl notes. I'm telling you.
Actually sounded pretty good.
She got style, but it seems to me.
You didn't.
The mother of a childhood of melody. Down and down.
You've been practicing that, huh?
I had an operation to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Well, I brought him up. You and Axl don't speak, do you?
We just haven't spoke. You know, it's not really that big a deal. When I left the band, that sort of long relationship that we had was sort of bruised, I'd say.
Right.
And so we just haven't really, you know, I haven't even run into him, which is sort of odd.
You've tried to contact him, is that right?
I have. I sent him some Christmas cards over the years.
I would love to see your Christmas card. Well, Happy holidays from Slash.
Yeah, right. But you know.
And you tried to go see a Guns N' Roses, the new incarnation of Guns N' Roses. You tried to see that show a few years ago, and what happened?
I went down to the Joint in Las Vegas. I knew that Guns was playing. I thought this will be interesting. You know, New Year's Eve. And me and the missus went down there, and management had made it so that nobody would let me in. Word got around that I was coming, and so
That's just so weird that you can't go see a Guns. I mean, I feel weird even calling it Guns N' Roses because I think to a lot of us it's not Guns N' Roses. But
I got there and I got in my hotel room and we were about to walk out the door and there's a knock on the door and security going, "We can't let you in." I was like, "Come on, it's no big deal. What am I going to do? You know, like what's the big problem?" And they said, no, we've got strict orders not to let you back. But it wasn't an Axl thing. I always stress that. It was management who thought,
management
thought
doing
that
it.
it would probably be bad for the show if I sort of showed up. It might distract Axl from what he was doing or whatever.
Right.
I'm not really sure.
I want to, yeah, one face in a sea of thousands. I thought I saw a top hat!
I think the rumor...
I'm not gonna go out there, see?
No, the rumor was that I brought my guitar, brought my top hat, and I was going to get on stage.
Oh, the rumor is that you were
and
brought your
sabotage the act, which, you know, obviously I wasn't going to do. I just wanted to sort of stand in the front of the stage and see Guns N' Roses for the first time ever, because I've always seen it from the other side.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I completely understand. Well, you know, I want to ask you about one thing that I think is very cool. A lot of young people out there love playing this video game, Guitar Hero. Yeah. And I know actually here at the office we have it. The producer's always going in there. Jeff Ross is always in there playing, you know, against interns. People really get into this show.
It's a big game.
It's a big game, and now I understand there's going to be a Guitar Hero 3, or
it's out right now.
It's out right now, and you are in it. Is that right?
I'm one of the characters that you have to play in the game.
And so someone can try and out-rock Slash.
Yeah, there's a thing called the boss battle, and you get to a certain point in the game, you get to this point, and you have to play me. Like guitar solos back and forth and back and forth. And if you can outplay me, you can actually make me a character that you can pick to be if you want to choose me as a character. Well,
my question is, it stands to reason, it seems logical to me that you would be the most amazing Guitar Hero player playing against the Slash character. Is that true?
I suck.
What do you mean you suck? You're Slash. You're an amazing guitarist.
I'm not very good at Guitar Hero, though. There's a difference between playing guitar. You know, I appreciate the compliment, but
I think you'd be great at a video game.
Right? There's a difference between playing the guitar and playing Guitar Hero. It's two different animals, and I think as a guitar player, it's harder to play Guitar Hero than it is if you don't play guitar and you play it.
Really? Because you're...
That's my theory.
Right.
Either that or I'm just stupid.
That's your story and you're sticking to it.
I think I listen to it more than I watch the...
You're supposed to watch those little colored
because I realize
dots.
If I don't know the song, I don't know what I'm doing, which means I'm more listening to it than I'm watching the dots so much.
Right, right.
Because I play by ear anyway, so it's intuitive.
Yeah, and it's like you don't need to learn how to be good at Guitar Hero.
Yeah, but
you are a Guitar Hero.
Have you ever played it?
Yes, I have. I have played it. Yeah.
It's pretty addicting.
No,
like I played it today, and right away I was like, I have to put this down before I can't stop. You know, and I've got appointments and other things to do.
It'd be great if you canceled everything for the next 4 years.
Could you imagine if I was a no-show? It's like, where he's playing Guitar Hero. We can't get him out of the room.
We'd bring a camera crew and find you. Right. You'd be in there, leave me alone.
I'm trying to beat Barracuda. I think that was the song I was playing.
Well, you'll get it. You'll nail it. Just give it time. Be patient. You can't rush these things.
No, listen, in my own defense, I did beat Guitar Hero too, but I just haven't played in so long that I need to practice.
You really can't let this go. Listen.
Well, you know, I represent the game.
Yes,
you know? I gotta represent.
I think it's a great honor.
Yeah, I thought so too. It was very, very flattering. I call you up and go, hey, would you be the next rock legend? I wrote a book. All right.
He just wants to talk about Guitar Hero. I think people should check out this book because you've been extremely honest about everything, and it's a fascinating story. Slash, get the book, and Slash, thank you so much. You're welcome here anytime.
Really nice talking to you.
That was fantastic. We'll take a break, folks. We'll be right back. Stick around. That's our show. I want to thank all my guests. Stay tuned for Last Call with Carson Dale. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, bye, bye.